not going to be some type of lecture of me sitting up here and you guys have to sit there for an hour and can't wait till you get out. This is going to be about me talking with you and you talking with me. And if you sit there and I'm going to call you out. I'll call you out and say, what's your answer? What's your answer? This is for you guys. Right? This isn't for me to throw stuff down your head and tell you what you should do. This is more about me telling you what you can do. We're going to talk about a couple different things. We're going to talk about communication, entitlement, culture, opportunity, and consistency. Now, with those things, I'm going to tell some stories, kind of get into some things. Okay? What is the one thing that you think your group needs? What's stopping you from winning league titles? What's stopping you from being the best you can be? Teamwork. Teamwork. What else? Leadership. Okay. Teamwork, leadership, lack of effort. All successful teams need teamwork, leadership, and effort. They all need that. But it's easy to say, and it's hard to do. It's easy to say, and it's hard to do. Okay? I've had the opportunity to go out and look at different schools and speak at different colleges and different high schools and things like that. And whatever your culture is that you want to be here, 20 minutes down the road might be an entirely different culture. Because they're dealing with different things in a different setting than what you are. And Urbana University, when I spoke with their football team, is totally different than Dominican's football team when I spoke with them. All want the same thing, but are they willing to do what it takes to win? That's the question. How do you do that? Well, a lot of it's by communication. It's honesty, authenticity, integrity, and love. Oh man, he's going to start talking about love. Oh man, I want to hear that. You know, and again, you know what that is? That's that football front. That's that tough guy mentality. Oh man, I'm not talking about that. I'm going to tell you this, and I'll kind of go all over the place a little bit. I'm going to tell you this. That 2014 National Championship team, because I was a football coach and stuff like that, we had access to go to practice as a parent. So you could go to practice. Sometimes they would practice at like 3:30. I get out of school at 2:45, I'm right over there. I got my notebook out. I had a 5-year coaching clinic because I took advantage of the situation. They never said anything. You go in and walk around. I'd watch linebackers one day. I'd watch offensive line one day. I'd watch this one day. I didn't know what my kid was doing. I didn't care. That's his deal, not mine. I'm trying to get off because I'm trying to use the opportunity to my advantage. And the one thing that you were able to see during that time was a group of kids come together. Black, white, Asian, rich, poor, country, city. It didn't matter. That stuff doesn't matter. What's the one thing you all have in common right now? One thing you got in common right now. Y'all on the football team. Right? That's the one thing y'all have in common. Okay? You're all on the football team. So if you're all on a football team, the definition of a family is a group of people that are together. They want to have the common good for each other. Does that always happen? No. That doesn't always happen. But that's the definition of what a family is. So, what are you guys? Yeah. But, one of the biggest things that I see, you know, it's a trend. Okay? You hear culture, you hear family. 1, 2, 3 family. Man, are you kidding me? Y'all don't even like, not you guys, but I've seen groups, 1, 2, 3 family. They don't even like each other. They don't even like each other. They're fighting on the field, they're fighting in the locker room, they're calling each other names, they're bullying one kid doing this. 1, 2, 3 family. That's a bunch of crap. It's just a word, unless you put an action behind it. So you have to have honesty with your communication. Honesty, authenticity, integrity, and love. So honesty, you got to be honest. If you ask a question, you better be ready for the answer. Coach, why am I not starting? Because you're not good enough. What else do you want to hear? I'm just going to keep it real with you guys. What else you want to hear? Coach, how come I'm not starting? You're not good enough yet. You know what your response should be? Okay, doesn't matter, get better. Doesn't matter, get better. Man, coach isn't playing. He's not good, he's not better, this, that, and the other thing. Do you think that there is a coach in America that is not going to put the best 11 players out on the field that he thinks can win the ball game for everyone here? Yes or no? Be honest. So what if they're in the back? So what? You want to leave? Okay, fine, I'll kick them out. Is that going to help? Okay. What's your answer? If you're not playing, and coach says, doesn't matter, get better, and you try to get better, do you think that there's a coach in America that's not going to put the 11 best players out on the field? No. No. Do you think, and this is going to do with communication with you guys, and I'm going to kind of explain it as we go on. Coach, as I get going and it gets to be time, I can go for 2 hours. You just give me the sign that you need out of here, and I'll get it going.
We'll do this.
Give me about 15 minutes before, because I got some stuff to do.
Okay.
So you don't think there's a coach out there? You're right. There's not. There's not. Do you think that coaches at the high school level do it for the money? If you weigh the hours and the money and the time out of season and everything like that, they're probably in the hole. And that's not saying, oh, y'all, your coaches are great, stuff like that. They're doing it for you. They're doing it for you. There's a reason that coaching staff is assembled. Whatever it is, they all come from different areas, different backgrounds. Some might be teachers, some might be have jobs outside of education, things like that. But there's a reason that you all are here together. And there's a reason that these coaches came together. There's a reason. And what you're supposed to try and do is find out what that reason is. They're here to help you. Not just football-wise. Not just athletically. Not just, oh, they're gonna look at you in a different regard because you're an athlete. It's not about that. Honestly, they're here to help you make a difference for when you're 20, 25, 30, and you've got real problems. And life hits you in the face. That's what they're working to do. So you got to take the things that you learn here and take those with you. Authenticity. It's real. Okay? You can be honest about something. But it has to be, you can be honest about it, but is it what you really believe? Do you believe that a team has to come together and stay together and play together? Yes? Okay. You say that, yeah, that's what you believe. But do you really believe that? Is it authentic? Does it really come from you? Or is it just because, yeah, that's what he wants to hear? That's what the coach wants to hear. That's what his player wants to hear. So it has to be. It has to be from your heart, and it has to be from your gut. It can't just be from your mouth. It has to be what you say is what you do. Do what you say and say what you do. So if that's what you believe, that's what you have to do. Are you going to do it? I don't know. Because just looking around right now, I can tell that there's kids that are saying, I can't wait to get the hell out of here. I got other ones that are glued in like this and are trying to listen. Integrity. You got to be honest with yourself and with everybody else. You got to do the right thing when the right thing's right. Because right's always right. Right? Yeah? Okay, so you always got to do the right thing. Now, the biggest one, love. Oh, man. You got this guy up here talking about love. Yeah. If you love what you do, and you love who you do it with, then you love the person next to you. I can tell you that those guys, they all didn't agree. But they love each other. You can see it every day. You can see the transformation You could see when Braxton threw the ball and his shoulder went and his arm almost dropped to the ground. You could hear a pin drop. You could hear a pin drop at practice. Yeah! Oh crap, what we did. They rebounded, pulled themselves together, and they went forward. And I'll forget, they lost to Virginia Tech. That's where my son originally was going to go to school. They lost to Virginia Tech. I remember him, his roommate, a couple of guys walked out of the locker room, we went to dinner, and they're like, we're going to win the national championship. I looked at them like they were half nuts. I was like, you just lost to Virginia Tech, and you think you're going to the playoffs? Yep. Well, I don't think I can tell you every story. And as you were able to see how they developed and how they came together, that's a bond those guys will always have. All. And as you play sports and here in high school, when you're playing and you're doing the things that you're doing, you're going to develop friendships. I love the guys that I played with